How's everybody doing today? I am Luke Goodish, author of Vipers in Red Rocks, and also the co-host of the Men's Adventure Fiction podcast. I mentioned that today because I'm going to be talking about 5 underrated yet overly masculine novels. Starting here with Stallone's Paradise Alley. Yes, that's Sylvester Stallone. This is an awesome book about 3 brothers. One of them starts basically underground fighting. It's framed as wrestling in this, but it's underground fighting. And it's a story about ambition, about brotherhood, and about the toll of violence. Look into this one, it's great. The movie I didn't like as much as the book. Next, we got Sir Knight of the Splendid Way by W.E. Cole. Now, this is an allegoric tale of a young knight on his quest to serve his king. And as a Christian, this book resonated with me so very much. It's this poetic kind of discussion of what it means to have faith and to have a relationship with Christ. This book, it does just a great job of looking at these outer darknesses, these outer forces, and these inner struggles that we go through, and making metaphors out of them all, and using such great poetic language and such great allegories that this book will have you thinking um, throughout the whole thing. And if you are a Christian or are not a Christian, I think it will strengthen your morals. It'll strengthen your character either way. It's a great novel, a great book. Um, Butcher's Crossing by John Williams. I would have said this is underrated for a long time, but now it has a film and it's talked about a lot on YouTube, so you probably know about this one. Butcher's Crossing is this book about a young kid who kind of leaves academia. He wants to, see what it's like to be a rougher type of individual, so he wants to go on this hunt. And he meets up with this Captain Ahab type character, and they go on a buffalo hunt, and it quickly turns into a tale of survival. So if you like survival fiction, you like hunting fiction, you like westerns, that book is going to be up your alley. Ba boom, on to Wilbur Smith's The Dark of the Sun. Now, this book I can sum up in one word or two, depending how you think of it. Badass. This book is just badass. um, it's this group of I want to say mercenaries, but that might be wrong. It's been a while, but this group of dudes need to go steal a diamond cache, whatever that word is, from the inside of this Congo civil war zone. And so not only are they going into that dangerous area and fighting those enemies and fighting the wilderness itself and nature, they also start to have some internal struggles and loyalties are tested and things like that. It is a great novel, a great doodly dude novel to pick up and to read with some friends too and talk about this one. It is fun and it is, I keep saying fun, but it is dark and it is um, more serious. It's kind of heavy and somber, but it's great. Great action. Um, if you like stories set in Africa, you like action stories set in Africa, this is your book. Now, there's one more book that I wanted to talk about. This one is still in development. It needs your help. There's this friend of mine named Grayson. He's writing this story called The Known World of a Terra. And I wrote it down because I'm an idiot and would forget it. But Grayson is writing this classic sword and sorcery type story. He's bringing back the spirit of Robert E. Howard in this. And if that name is familiar to you and that excites you and you know what that means, then you're already on board. You already know what I'm talking about. If you don't know that name, Robert E. Howard, I guarantee you know one of his characters, Conan the Barbarian, right? Solomon Kane. He was the father of this sword and sorcery genre. But someone like Grayson is keeping it alive. It's this masculine type of storytelling, this fast paced type of storytelling that is being forgotten, that is being left behind. And it's up to people like Grayson to bring it back, to keep it breathing, keep it living. So I want you to check out his Kickstarter and see what you think. See if that's something that's interesting to you, because he's a great writer who's trying to do something great, and he cares about quality. He just needs a little help. He needs a little backing here with the Kickstarter to do it justice, to do what he wants to do the way he wants to do it with the quality. And there's this fantastic short story that he is giving out as a reward if you choose to support. And I think it's worth the price of admission. I read it. It's an intense, awesome adventure story. in that same type of genre, and it'll get you hyped to know that, okay, I can't wait for the real novel, and it'll make you feel like, okay, this was well worth the price of admission. Um, so yeah, please check this Kickstarter out. See if it's something you'd want to back, because we need masculine stories. We need books for boys and men. Women's fiction and men's fiction is different. There's this awesome video out there that was talking about like how to sell books or how to write books that boys want to read or men want to read. If you look it up, you'll find it. It's from the a book marketing podcast, and it's great and it touches on all these points. But it's so true. Like you're a guy, if you're a guy watching this, you know that what we read is different than what our wives read or our girlfriends read. It's just different. We're interested in different types of things, and so this story is gonna be right up your alley. I promise you. Go check it out. I'll stop rambling. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.